Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and on this down day I have some good news. My son is starting to hit the baseball harder and harder. He is 13 now, and I believe he's starting to hit his growth spurt and he's getting very strong. I just took him to hit baseballs, and now I came back and I'm doing what my wife always makes fun of me for doing, and that is drinking coffee in the summertime in the afternoon. She thinks it's disgusting. She doesn't like coffee anyway, but the idea of drinking hot coffee when it's hot outside is even grosser to her. Now, when I was growing up, my grandparents, my grandparents were living proof that coffee is not bad for you, because both of them lived into their 80s. And those people drank coffee from the time they woke up in the morning until the time they went to bed. They had a pot of coffee on all the time, year round, and drank coffee all day long. And they were both in great health, and they died in like their 80s. Okay, Chinu Patel. I got to give this guy credit. This guy, let me tell you what, I do value hard work. I work very hard myself. And in Chinu Patel, I see hard work. There's a few people that provide information to me. This guy came out of nowhere in the last couple of weeks, and he's just machine gunning me with great information, and I really appreciate it. Chinu Patel, at Chinu Patel 29, the first thing he sent me was this. This is a tweet from Barry Silbert. And I'm not sure exactly what Barry Silbert is referencing. He's talking about CNBC FUD. You know what that means. But basically, CNBC, I'm sure, was talking crypto down today, since there was a down day today or whatever. I'm literally going to the bank after I finish this video, just to position myself to go buy more XRP, because this is great. Today is a classically great opportunity, and I don't want to miss out on it. I hope the prices stay where they are for the next 24 hours so I can get the money I'm trying to get into buy more. Okay, Chinu Patel also sent me this. Now, this is great. King Solomon is all over it all the time as well, at XRP_Al. Well, I guess this validates rumors of Bank of America and Ripple consortium members. May 2019, Bank of America slides uploaded by Swift. Now, this is pretty amazing, folks. They apparently, and the way I read this, first you need to see, there's Bank of America. This is a slide from Bank of America Merrill Lynch. It says participation consortium members, R3 and Ripple, right there on the page. You can see it right there. It says member, for Ripple, it says member of the RippleNet Advisory Board, which will oversee the creation and maintenance of Ripple payment transaction rules, formalize standards for activity using Ripple, and other actions to support the implementation of Ripple payment capabilities. And then on this next page, it's got this circled. The title is Innovation Example, Ripple Cross-Border Solution, Proof of Concept. Ripple's distributed ledger solution remedies legacy correspondent banking infrastructure challenges and provides bi-directional messaging to enhance payment tracking, data transmission, and enables enhanced certainty in settlement. When you hear settlement, you need to hear XRP, ding, ding, ding. But what a great, that's a great find from King Solomon at XRP_Al. Give him a definite follow. And while I'm at it, all of these guys here, you need to follow too. All these guys are really good at what they do. XRP Yoda's good. Ham Eggs In, that's Sam I Am, who also has a YouTube channel. To the Lifeboats is his YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. Fame 21 More, XRP Darren is a definite follow. Paisan 2684980 is a definite follow. I'm not following him. I'll follow him now. XRP Nuts, is a follow. Stewart XRP is another definite follow. Ian Benz is a definite follow as well. And Bank XRP's, he's a definite follow. So all those guys are good. They provide good information. Okay. Also, Ian Northing at LANBINS, he says, interesting. Now, this is an interesting tweet because obviously the person is from Japan. And what's interesting about it is when you hit the translate button, it says, my prediction, July 7th, and whatever that time is, to go SBI live on July 8th. I'm not sure. There's some things lost in translation there, but the gist of what this person, who's obviously Japanese or from somewhere over that way, is saying they think SBI is going live July 7th, July 8th, and then it's got a little wink there. So that's interesting. Next, from CoinDesk, just in, Gemini has hired 5 former Coinbase engineers for a new Chicago office. It's part of a push to improve the exchange's trading platform and matching engine. These guys are doing well for themselves, but they do need to add XRP. That's the only problem that they seem to have. Now, CZ Binance weighs in on today's dip and gives a little bit of reality to the situation. Bitcoin rallies. Damn, I wish I bought in earlier. A dip. Oh my God, it's all crushing to zero. Let me get out. Rallies again. Damn, I wish I bought that dip. A dip. Oh my God, it's crushing again. Let me get out. Folks, let me tell you this. I've been in this since 2013. If I had sold anything for every time that I saw a day like today, I would not be, I mean, I would be in a terrible situation, just like probably a lot of people are that went and sold. That is the wrong thing to do. If you came here, you came here for a reason. You need to reevaluate what those reasons are. I came here because I believe digital assets are going to change the world. There's not one day or 2 days or a week or a month or even a year that's going to change my mind on that, because I've seen enough now. I've especially seen enough with XRP and Ripple. I've seen plenty. And let me tell you, today means absolutely nothing in the scheme of things. And he makes a good point about the investor psychology. If people, let me tell you what, Warren Buffett is a billionaire because he thinks the opposite of what's being said right here. And that applies to all investing, not just the stock market, not just crypto. You buy when everybody else is scared to death. That's how the money is made. And that's why I tweeted today that the money's made on days like today, not days like yesterday. Okay. Squawk Box is all over all this. These guys are putting up videos left and right about Bitcoin. In this one, I thought it was interesting because Joe Kiernan, I always forget if that's how you say his last name, but he came on and it was with Mike Novogratz. We talked about how he did a segment earlier. This is probably the same segment. It was probably longer and they just clipped it up. But it says, why would anyone want a fiat on fiat currency? Now, I've made this point before, but this was from Joe Kiernan. He's sitting there analyzing it, and he says, why would someone want Libra coin if it's tied to fiat? Why not just have dollars or something? Well, that's been my point all along. People come out when one of these comes out, people keep coming out and they say, well, JP Morgan coin is going to kill XRP, and now Libra is going to kill XRP, and this is going to kill XRP. And each time I say nothing that is tied to fiat is going to kill XRP, because you and I are here. We're in XRP because it has the chance at going parabolic. Without that chance of going parabolic and having thousands of % returns, you and I would not be here. And therefore, JPM coin and Libra will not and cannot compete with XRP. Down the road, I believe, and this is one thing Mike Novogratz says in here, down the road, I believe that they're going to convert, and he said it too, that they're going to convert Libra coin and they're going to make it where it's not tied to fiat. But right now it is. What he said, I believe it was him that said it. He said no, and this kind of threw me back. He said, look at the fiat of the world. He goes, they back it by something. It used to be backed by gold, and then they pull the backing away once everybody trusts it, and then it's backed by nothing, but they get away with it. That's what the United States has been able to do with the dollar since Nixon. So he makes a very valid point there. Get through all the approvals, deal with Congress, and then pull the backing down the road at some point so that it can increase in value. Interesting concept. Next, from Sean Schaefer at Sean Schaefer 10, we married together quite well. This was the MoneyGram CEO did an interview today, and this is what he said: we married together quite well. They, Ripple, have the speed. We, MoneyGram, have the liquidity. XRP community, get ready to watch these two companies transform how cross-border remittances are done. Crawl, walk, run. Now, folks, those of you that are new to this, listen to me and listen to me very well. Remember, there's two parts to XRP. When I say that, there's two ways that XRP can go up in value. The first way is speculation. Today, you're seeing it go down on speculation. But the other way is utility, with money flowing through it, through use. MoneyGram represents the first actual partnership where use is about to go in motion. And these guys, when they say liquidity, they mean tons of money that they have that they can send through XRP. That's code for what they're saying. So today is completely irrelevant in that scheme of things. Completely irrelevant. When you finally begin to see a lot of liquidity going through this and the way I like to say it is liquidity sloshing around in XRP. At any given time, this speculation money that you see in there now is going to be minuscule compared to that use case, to that money, the liquidity that's flowing around in XRP. And that is where the real value is going to come from. And then Dylan put up the video clip of the CEO. Let me pause that in case it's trying to run for you. It says MoneyGram CEO on Ripple partnership. From a platform perspective, XRapid, which uses XRP, and XRP as an asset is absolutely the best one to use for settlement. We have the liquidity and not the speed, and Ripple has the speed, so it's a perfect partnership. Boom, folks. Boom. And then JSPQR at J_SPQR, he did this little poll. At what price will you be selling your XRP? Well, 70% say $50 plus. I'll sell in stages. I may sell some before that, but I can promise you I will hold out a lot to see $50, if not way beyond that. Then from C3 Nick, V20 Summit. The V20 is a critical two-day industry summit for the world's leading virtual asset providers, VASPSs, held in parallel to the G20, which is coming up. Leaders Summit in Osaka, Japan. Industry involvement, trade organizations from around the globe, and some of the world's leading exchanges have already registered to support the Virtual Asset Service Provider Summit in Osaka. And then he says, here's some of the initiatives, and he points out that SBI Group, I think he pointed SBI Group, Kraken's going to be there, CoinDesk. So you see, this is big time, folks. Deloitte, G20 is big time too. Okay, finally, and this was a new Ripple drop, and this is Senior Market Intelligence Manager Pegah Soltani discusses RippleNet's on-demand liquidity solution and how it can impact the entire financial services industry on the latest. Most interesting thing that she said in there is that the market that she's going after is a $10 to $15 trillion market. Awesome. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that Pegah Soltani is going after a $10 to $15 trillion market. Thanks for listening.